Good morning and welcome back to Miniature Monday here on Gaming with ADHD, where today we're going to be just taking a quick look at a miniature from Palladium Books for the Rifts role-playing game. And in this case, we're going to be taking a look at the Ley Line Walker Resin miniature. Now, before we get started, do make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I try to put out a few videos each week covering all sorts of gaming topics, whether it's miniatures games, role playing, uh, board games, whatever I'm interested in. I'd love for you to come along and see what we have to talk about. In addition, there are live streams occasionally during the week, and we'd love for you to come and participate in chat. So do make sure you're subscribed so that way you don't miss out on any future content. But with that said, let's go ahead and get into this. So, basically, I picked this up recently. I don't normally talk about the price, but I picked it up for $15. Normally, that's a little higher than I would like to pay for a single miniature, but it is a multi-part resin miniature. Lots of good detail on it, and it's essentially like a character miniature. So usually you can see those being a little bit more on the expensive side. But I did also manage to get it on the pre-Christmas sale that they were doing. So do keep an eye out. Palladium does run a lot of sales, so if you are interested in any of their miniatures, you can usually get it for a pretty decent price. I think I paid a little less than $10 on it. So overall, cost-wise, it's not too bad. Now, do you need miniatures for the Rifts role-playing game? Honestly, it's up to you. But me, I like having miniatures. I don't necessarily use them in role-playing games a lot, but I do like to paint. I do like my wargaming miniatures, and so, it's a pretty good miniature on its own. But you're probably wondering why I'm still yapping and not showing off the miniature. So let me keep talking while we actually look at this guy. All right, so of course we're going to start from the back. Now, like I said, it is a multi-part resin miniature. So the cape is apart, both arms are apart, the body, head to legs is a single part, and the base is apart. So not too many pieces that you have to work with, but you can see that there are some seams and things you're going to have to deal with. Especially with the resin, there is going to be a decent amount of cleanup. So as it's coming around where the cape basically meets underneath the shoulders, they just did a straight line cut, so it's kind of obvious. I don't think it'll be a big problem once I get some paint on it, but just be aware there can be, some problems with that. So if you need to, make sure that you use like some gap filling glue or putty, something like that if you want to make sure it's smoothed out. So I would have liked, maybe a much more blended part to the sculpt, but it is what it is. Now, as far as mold lines, there are some. You can see a line there at the bottom of the cape. I somehow missed that when I was assembling it, so I'm going to have to go and clean that up a little bit. That one's pretty obvious. I don't normally clean up mold lines, but if it's pretty blatant, then I make sure to clean that up. Other than that, I mean, it's essentially, okay, it is a little bit different, but it's basically the miniature from the cover of, or not the cover, but one of the original pictures of the Ley Line Walker. You can kind of see that in the image up above me, where he's got his hand up stretched and holding on to the little orb of magic. But overall, I like the amount of detail they got on there. All the energy, bolts, the lightning or PPE lightning probably that's coming off of his feet. All of the masks and things that make up a Ley Line Walker. This is a really, really good representation. And honestly, I hope I just do it some justice as far as the painting is concerned. So overall, I mean, especially for the price I paid, I'm pretty happy with this. There are some issues that are going to require some cleanup, but it is kind of a soft resin, so you don't have to worry too much about doing damage to it when you clean it up. Just a simple, razor blade should clean it up just fine. But it assembled pretty well. Most of the seams are pretty hidden. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, for me, it's probably going to end up being a display piece, but I'm going to be pretty happy to have it because, again, it's that, traditional Ley Line Walker. So, with that said, I hope you enjoyed this. If you're interested, I'll have a link over to the Palladium Books website where you can pick it up. I'll also have a couple of affiliate links over to DriveThruRPG or Amazon. Those give me a kickback. Palladium Books doesn't, but that's fine. Palladium's good people, so I like supporting them anyways. But other than that, if you like the video, please do give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed, and we'll talk to you next time. Thanks for watching.